everyone, my name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, we are redoing an apartment, I guess you could call it, or just like building an apartment in San Myshuno, and this is 930 Medina Studios. It's a really big apartment. So I turned it into a generations family apartment. So it has room for 8 Sims total, which includes 2 parents and then 2 grandparents, 2 children, a toddler, and a teenager. So that is 8 Sims total. And yeah, it's just a really spacious, fun apartment. I really tried to make it super family friendly. It's pretty like mismatched and we have some colors going on. I used a lot of Parenthood, but also a lot of different like other packs. It's most definitely not a pack restricted build, this one. But yeah, I kind of tried to make it like mismatched, more on the realistic side, very cozy, very family oriented and just fun, I guess. And yeah, it's a really big apartment. So we have, I think, 5 bedrooms total. We have a bedroom for the parents, for the grandparents, for the teen, the toddler, and then a shared room for the kids. Yeah, so that's 5 bedrooms total. And we have 1 study space as well, which is kind of connected to the kitchen by this archway that you can see. That's going to be like a study / hobby space, which you could obviously also turn into a 6th bedroom if you wanted to. I don't really feel the need to do that, but you could definitely do that if you want to. Or if you need an extra one, if you don't want the kids to share a bedroom, for example, you can do that. But yeah, this is what I ended up doing, and I think it turned out really fun. I always struggle with these bigger apartments, but this one just turned out really nicely. I was working off of a floor plan that was not my original idea. I was working off of a floor plan that came from a creator called Lava Cake on Instagram. They have a really cool Instagram profile, and they post lots of fun floor plan ideas for apartments, but also for houses. So I'll link their Instagram page in the description down below. So if you want to check them out, show them some support, please go ahead and do that. I have used their floor plans for apartments more than once, and I always mention them whenever I do. So you may have heard of them already. But yeah, if you don't follow them already, please make sure to do so. But I got started here with a living room, and this one is pretty cozy, I guess. I used a lot of darker wood tones, and then for the flooring, obviously a lighter one. So I mixed and matched different like wood tones together, and then different colors as well. We have a really fun light blue carpet or rug in the living room, and then this teal colored chair to kind of like mismatch everything. And I just think it turned out so cozy. This apartment is really cluttered because we have a lot of people living here. We have a lot of kids living here. So yeah, naturally this place is going to be very cluttered. I use a lot of the clutter kit stuff, but then also just different little knickknacks here and there. So that is what I did. And then the floor plan for this one, like the kitchen living is pretty open. Kitchen, living, dining is all in one space. So that one is it's completely open. And then we have an archway, like I said, leading into the hobby room or like study office kind of space. I don't know what to call it, but you'll see it when we get to it. There's lots of different things in that space. And I actually partially built this apartment over on stream, and then I did the last portion. I think most of the bedrooms I did off stream. So I did that just by myself because I am such a slow builder when it comes to streaming. Like when I'm building on stream, I build very slowly. It makes sense because we're also just like hanging out and chatting, and I get distracted a lot. But yeah, I build very slowly in general, let alone on stream when I'm also socializing and like hanging out with my friends. It takes a while, but it's fine. Here above the TV, I'm using these curtain rods as shelves. I love to do that because they're like super small and narrow, but you could still fit like books and different types of decorations on there. So I love using the curtain rods for shelves. And it's actually fun, or like nice, I guess, because you know how when you play in cutaway mode or when you play with the walls down completely, the decorations on the wall that cuts away, they kind of disappear, and so do the shelves. But for this one, like for the curtain rods, they stay up even with the walls down, which is nice because when you place clutter on shelves by using move objects, so when the clutter doesn't actually slot to the shelves, when you play in cutaway mode, the shelves will disappear, but the clutter won't. So you kind of just have floating clutter. So a way around that is to actually use the curtain rods as shelves so that even when the wall cuts away, the shelves kind of stay up, because the shelves with the decorations and all will still be visible, which may be also a little bit annoying, but I don't know. It's better than just random clutter floating in the air, I take it. So that's my little tip. You can always use the curtain rods for shelves and they will stay visible at all times, at least for me. It might be different in your game, but I think that kind of just goes for everyone. Also, I just quickly want to mention, I'm so sorry for the lack of videos this past, well, I guess I want to say week and a half or so. I was away on a trip, a skiing trip, with work, which was a lot of fun, but sadly I didn't have time to pre-record beforehand, so I didn't have any videos go live when I was away. And then as soon as I came back, I immediately kind of just went back to work, because the trip covered basically all the days that I would normally use to like record and create content and stuff. And then when I came back, I immediately went back to work, so I didn't really have any time to record any videos. So I'm so sorry for the radio silence, but I'm back now. The trip was a lot of fun, and now I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. But it's nice, cause a little bit of a rant, I guess. When I was away on the trip, it was so fun, and it was nice to like be just in a different environment and just do something out of my routine, I guess. And it made me realize how much pressure I've been putting on myself when it comes to both YouTube, also Twitch, but mostly I guess YouTube, where I would just really be so stressed when I, for example, didn't have enough videos for the week, or, you know, I just put a lot of pressure on myself to always make sure to upload 3 videos a week. And if not, then I'd be failing, you know, which is not the case at all whatsoever, but that's how I was living my life, I guess, subconsciously a little bit. But when I was away, and mostly as soon as I came back, because I was away on like the skiing trip, like I said, and I didn't really think about YouTube or anything at all, which I love YouTube. I love creating videos. I love The Sims, don't get me wrong. But sometimes, as much as you love the thing that you do, you need breaks. You need to take breaks to continuously like keep loving the thing that you do. I really, really believe that. So for me, this was that trip, was my time away from what I love to do. And it made me realize that I don't need to stress about it so much. Because if I keep stressing about it so much, I will eventually not love what I'm doing anymore, and I'll get burnt out, and I don't want that to happen. So that was kind of what I realized when I was away. But that being said, I'm back now, obviously, from the trip, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. There may be like 2 videos this week instead of 3. I don't know. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to record and build as well without getting stressed again. So I'm kind of trying to take it slow. And I think that is very important. So I guess take it from me, if you don't realize this, as much as you love what you do, make sure to take breaks and step away from it from time to time as well, because it's really, really important. But that's enough about that. Here you can see we have a kitchen going on. I used Parenthood, and what I love about this kitchen is the fridge, because the fridge, the color ties in with the color of the chair in the living room. They're from the same, I think they're both from the Cottage Living pack, actually. I think so, I'm fairly sure. So yeah, those colors match. And it's such a fun way to like tie everything together, I feel like. Even though like the fridge doesn't exactly match the flooring, like the tiles in the kitchen, for example, I still kind of love how the colors mismatch, but not too terribly, if that makes sense. So I really, really enjoy that for this kitchen. I just especially loved the little touch, like the color of the fridge tying in with the color of the chair in the living room. I don't know. These little details always make me so happy when I'm building a house, or colorful houses, I guess, mismatched houses. So we have a 7-seater dining table, which is sad because we have 8 Sims living in the house. Then again, strictly speaking, one of them is a toddler, so they don't need a chair. They might need a high chair, but I didn't put one of those in either. I mean, to be fair, no one ever uses the high chairs, I feel like, because they're so glitchy. So I never put them in my builds anyway. But yeah, we do have a couple of extra bar stools, so 8 Sims cannot sit down at this dining table, but we do have enough spots for them to sit down simultaneously, if that makes sense. And then here we're working on the little hobby room. I didn't really think about the personalities of these Sims all that much. For example, the parents, I have no idea. I have no idea what type of jobs they would have like what their careers would be, I don't know. For the teenager, I'm pretty sure I was thinking they would be into music, but also into art. So at first, when I created this little art corner in the office, I was thinking that that could maybe be for one of the grandparents. Maybe one of the grandparents would be very much into painting. But then when I was decorating the teens room, I was like, well, maybe it's the teenager who's into painting, or maybe one of the grandparents is teaching the teenager how to paint, and it's kind of like a thing they do together, which could also be really, really cute. But yeah, here I was creating a little corner desk situation out of 2 dining tables. I was really trying to envision like a spot for the kids to sit down and do their homework, or work on other like school projects, or work on hobbies, do some crafts, stuff like that is kind of what I was thinking about for this room. We have 2 really, really big bookcases in here as well. So you can read in here, just study in here. The kids, as well as the teenager, actually, they do have their own desks, like their own desk setups in their bedrooms. But it's also nice to just have like a hobby study type of room in here as well, connected to the living room, I feel like, so that you're not super isolated. So that's kind of the idea that I had in mind for this one. And I also place some toys in here. So it's also kind of like a playroom, I guess, with a Blarfy and the doctor's set thingy. I was debating placing a dollhouse, but it didn't really fit in here nicely. So I decided not to do that. And then the first bedroom that we're doing is the parents' room. And because this always happens to me, this apartment has the tallest possible wall height. And for some reason, it really messes with my ability to kind of see how big the rooms are. For some reason, it always makes the rooms way bigger than I think they are, if that makes sense. I don't know how to word this. Like, I don't know how to phrase this correctly. But when I was working on this room, or when I closed off this room and then I placed the bed, I realized, wait, this room is huge. Usually I am able to tell how big a room is without placing furniture, just because I build all the time, so the size proportions to me are kind of like second nature, if that makes sense. But I never build on medium or tall wall height for that matter. So that kind of just messes with my mind in that sense. I really don't know how to phrase this better than I did just now. But yeah, for some reason I was not aware of the size of this room. So I decided to actually give them an ensuite, because I most definitely had the space for that. So that gave me an extra bathroom as well, which is nice, because we do have 8 Sims living in this apartment and we only had 2 bathrooms before. So it's nice that the parents now have an ensuite. It's really small, but it's an ensuite nonetheless. And then we have a hall bathroom on this side of the build. This is the area where we have the master bedroom, the toddler's room, and the kids' room. And then all the way on the other side of the apartment, we have the grandparents' room and the teenager. So they have a hall bathroom as well to share. And then the 2 kids and the toddler have 1 hall bathroom to share as well. So that actually made perfect sense to actually put an ensuite in the parents' bedroom. I think it turned out really, really nice. I only recorded 1 bathroom though. I only recorded the large hall bathroom for the kids and the toddler, because naturally I wanted to play around with the bathroom clutter kit and I thought it'd be cute. And I really wanted to make it very colorful and at least include 1 bathroom in the speed build. So that's what I did. I'll be doing that one shortly. Well, actually, I think I'm doing the bedrooms first. I don't know. We'll get to it when we get to it. I guess it's fine. So yeah, but overall, I really, really, really enjoyed this apartment. This was highly inspired by the Growing Together pack announcement and trailer. I'm so excited for that pack. I cannot wait. It's a little while away still. Time is going super slow in that regard. I can't wait for the pack to come out. I'm so excited. All the family gameplay and just the family home stuff and build buy items. I cannot wait. And the new world, I'm so excited to see. I can't wait to like get an overview of the new world and the lots. I am so excited. I'm so curious. I think there is going to be a live stream on March 3rd, but I'm not sure if that is just for the infants update or if that is also to show off the new pack. I don't think it's going to be for the new pack, but maybe. I think it's just for the infants. I'm honestly not sure. I don't know if they actually told us that, like what the live stream is going to be about. But I'm also very excited about the infants, I will have you know. I was kind of envisioning the room that I ended up furnishing for a toddler in this apartment. I was most definitely envisioning an infant, but since we don't have the infants yet and we don't have the infants built by, it didn't really make sense to actually decorate that room for an infant. So I decorated it for a toddler. Way more usable. And this one right here, this extremely colorful bedroom, is for the two kids to share. I love this room. It's super yellow. This wallpaper is very yellow, but I kind of like it. I kind of just embraced it and tried to make this room as colorful as possible. I was thinking these kids were about maybe like 6 and 8 or something like that years old. Not twins. One of them I was envisioning to be a little bit older than the other one, but still like 6 and 8 years old, something like that. So still very, very young. Or like 7 and 9. Well, no, I think 9 is already a little bit too... No, I mean 7 and 9 could still work, but I was most definitely envisioning like 6 and 8. I don't know why so specifically, but that's kind of what I was envisioning. They do have their desk set up in here with like 2 mismatched chairs, which I thought was really cute. They have some decorations on their desk as well. The way I placed this makes the bookcase not accessible. Like you can't use the bookcase, but it's fine because we have plenty of bookcases throughout this entire apartment, so your Sims should be fine. Since this room is so big, I also have the space to place the tent, which I thought was so cool. I love this tent, and it's really great for Sims like skill building and getting their fun up. It works wonders, honestly. Over on stream, I play the 100 Baby Challenge, and also for toddlers, if you want their imagination skill up within 0.3 seconds, use the tent. Have them play in this tent and your toddlers will gain imagination skill in minutes. You'll be level 3 in minutes, which is what you need for the 100 Baby Challenge. So that's what I always do. But here you can see for the rest of the room, I was just trying to create little play areas and like some throw pillows on the floor. Really just a room where it's like messy all the time because they have toys scattered throughout the entire room at all times is kind of what I was imagining. So that's kind of the vibe that I was trying to create. And then for this toddler's room, I actually really, really like how this room came together. So I use a lot of darker wood tones in here in combination with the blue siding or like paneling, I guess, on the wallpaper. I never know what the proper term for that is. So I used blue in combination with dark wood and beige or like creamy colors. And I just really like how this room came together for that reason. I don't know why. I never used this swatch of this wallpaper, I guess. So I guess that's why it felt like a little bit different to me. And I really like it. So I placed a bookcase in here and then a nice chair where the parent can just sit down and like cuddle the toddler, or maybe they can sit there together on the chair, the toddler in the parent's lap, and then they can read a book together is what I would be envisioning when I was doing this. And I just thought it was so, so cute. So every single bedroom in this house has a walk-in or built-in wardrobe, which is nice. Since this apartment is so big, I had the space for built-in wardrobes literally everywhere. So yeah, I guess that was nice. And here you can see I'm using this lower table as a nightstand. It's a pretty long table, but I have the space for it. So I had some more surfaces to clutter up, like place some toys and some little knickknacks. And I don't know why, but I just really like this room. One thing that annoyed me a little bit was for this room, as well as the teens room, they only have these little windows way high up on the wall. So they'll still get some direct like daylight coming in, but you can't actually properly see out of the window, which is really annoying. And I wasn't sure at first if I should make these rooms bedrooms for that reason, because I really don't like when you don't have an actual proper window that you can see out of in a bedroom. There is something about it. I don't like it. So I was debating whether or not I should like lower these windows using the tool mod. But I ended up not doing that. You can easily do that if you want to, but I decided not to because, you know, they still get direct sunlight, and sometimes I guess it's just like that. I guess not all the rooms are gonna have the best view over the city, and some rooms are just going to be a little bit annoying like that. It's just real life in the city, and this family is trying to do the best that they possibly can for all their children, and this is just the reality of this apartment. So I was kind of enjoying that idea as well. But they do obviously still get direct sunlight, or direct like daylight, I guess, which was the most important thing. I would never create a bedroom without windows, like without windows whatsoever. I would never do that. I would feel so claustrophobic. I think here in Europe, or at least here in the Netherlands, you are not allowed to have a bedroom without windows, or you're not allowed to actually properly call it a bedroom, list the room as a bedroom when it doesn't have a window. I think that's a rule here, and I think that goes for more places in the world. But here you can see we have a little bathroom, and I already talked all the way over it. We are now moving on to the other side of the apartment. So the other side, well, literally the other side of the apartment, where we have another little hallway leading into the grandparents' room, the teenagers' room, and then the hall bathroom on this side. You can kind of see that I furnished it. The bathroom is a little bit smaller than the other one, and I already furnished it. You can kind of tell, you can kind of see it. And then for these hallways, I was trying to just fill them up and make them look cute, but honestly, I always struggle with hallways so much. But these were so spacious that I actually had the space to put in a proper like 4-tile walk-in closet. So I decided to do that because I needed to fill the space up with something. So lots of closets in this apartment, which made me so happy because, like I said already a few times, we have 8 Sims living here. They need all the storage space they could possibly get, especially with so many children, you know? So I was really happy that I was able to fit like a larger storage closet in the hallway. It felt so realistic to me. And then over here we have the grandparents' room. This one is very light and bright and creamy looking. We have the pastel blue for the duvet covers. And then I use lots of light wood tones and I feel like white wood tones even. And then lots of like very, very light blue pastel type colors, which I thought was really, really, really cute. So this room is very bright and airy. They have tons of windows in here. They have a really, really gorgeous view over the city, 2 big windows. So they're lucky in that sense, but also they're the grandparents, you know, they deserve it. They deserve the room with the nicest view. I feel like, because they're the grandparents and it's just like that. I gave them a vanity because I felt like they didn't really need a desk or anything in here, and I hadn't used a vanity in this apartment just yet, so I thought it'd be cute to give the grandparents a vanity for the grandma or the granddad, or both. Maybe it's 2 grandmas or maybe it's 2 grandpas. I didn't really think about that, honestly. But they have some bathrobes here hanging on the wall as well. These rooms aren't too detailed. The kids' room is very detailed, and then the teens' room is very detailed. For the rest, I didn't really make them too detailed because it's always like that for teenagers, especially now that we have the high school years pack. I love to go all out and like make the room super personalized and very cluttered and just, just put lots of character into it. I really enjoy doing that now that we have the high school years pack, because I can way more easily think of specific personalities and hobbies for the teenagers because of the items that we have now to kind of reflect that, if that makes sense. So that's what I was doing for this room as well. I was really envisioning this teenager, like I already talked about, that they would be into painting and art. So their room is most definitely on the boho side of things, very bohemian. We do have a really cute furniture set also from the high school years pack to kind of reflect that. So I use those items. This bed with this specific swatch of the bedding, I don't think I have ever used it. It's really, really cute. And then I use that, like, I think that's supposed to be a blow up chair, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a blow up type of chair. I use that one to bring in some color. It's very mismatched, but I really, really like it. And then they also have a desk situation in here. I think I did the same thing in here with like the bookcase merged with a table to kind of give them a desk situation and some storage space in here as well. And I think it turned out really nice. They also have a walk-in wardrobe that I covered with some curtains. I never do that. I don't know why, but the curtains matched the bedding and it was so cute. So I really, really wanted to use those curtains somehow, but they looked a little bit weird behind the bed over the window. So I decided, you know what? Let's place them over the closet. I don't know why I have never done that before, but I think it looks really, really cute. And then I also added, I think I added a guitar in here. Yeah, a microphone and a guitar. So I was definitely thinking of this sim as like an artistic type person. They're into painting, but also into music, maybe into photography. They have some makeup stuff around in the room. So maybe they are very much into like makeup as well, and then some books, but that could just be homework. Maybe they're into reading, writing. I don't know. I feel like they're very, very creative. So I was most definitely enjoying that idea for this teenager as well. But that is it for the apartment. So let's jump into the game and I'll show you the apartment in real time. So here we have the apartment in the game. And this way you can get a little bit of a better overview of the floor plan. So this is the main living area and this is still part of it, I guess. And then over here on the left side, we have 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. And then over here on the right side, we have 2 more bedrooms as well as a bathroom. So that's the floor plan. Then when we walk through the front door, we have this pretty messy entryway situation, which I really enjoy. It's super realistic, I feel like, for the amount of Sims living here. So we have a couple of storage units, I guess, that are all cluttered up. And then here we have the living room space. We have some board games on the coffee table, magazines, teacups, some like older looking couches, and then this really colorful chair and ottoman, lots of books. We have a TV, of course. So it's very cluttered and messy. I feel like in a really nice way. We have these units for some more storage of like books and stuff. And then I put some pillows on it to just add some color in. And then here we have the kitchen. So we have a 7-seater dining table, really sad, but we have some more seating over here by the island counters. So this is the kitchen. It kind of speaks for itself. Like I said in the speed build, I love the color of the fridge and how it ties in with the living room so nicely. The kitchen is very, very cluttered. And we also have a microwave over here tucked away. It's sized down, but still functional. And then the dining table is also very cluttered. We also have a laptop here, which I thought this one could belong to the teenager with the stickers on it. And then through here, we have the office / hobby / playroom. We have a storage closet. We have the family computer, an area to sit down and do homework or work on crafts. We have a crafting table for the kids and an easel for the adults, and then some books and some toys over here in the corner. Then over on this side, we have a sliding glass door leading into a hallway, and then we have the parents' bedroom over here on this side. So this one is very light, bright. I love the green bedding in here, and they have a dresser in the corner, and then also a built-in wardrobe over here and an ensuite. I did not record this one, but this ensuite is pretty small. They only have a shower, all the necessities, just very simple. And speaking of bathrooms, we have the whole bathroom for the kids on this side. This one is pretty messy. It's not too bad, but it's definitely cluttered and very colorful. And then the kids' room is most definitely the most colorful room. The yellow is in your face, but I really like it. So we have the lofted bed situation over here, and then a bed underneath it as well, a play tent and lots of toys scattered around, and a desk situation for them to sit down and do their homework or play or write in their little journal, which I thought was really cute. So all in all, I really like this room. And then through here, this is most definitely the smallest room. This is for the Toddler. The Toddler is a small little human, so they don't need that much space. But they have their nice little bedroom with a bed in the corner and also a built-in wardrobe, some toys on the floor, and yeah, the room kind of just speaks for itself. I really love this little reading corner, especially with these little paintings. I don't know why, it's so simple, but I just really enjoy it. And then we're going all the way to the other side of the apartment. So we have another sliding glass door on this side leading into another hallway. And then over here we have the grandparents' room. Very pastel-y with the pink and the blue and just creamy and light. So pretty simply decorated. Again, they have a vanity and another full-length mirror as well. And for the rest, this room is pretty simply decorated. And then here, this one has a little bit more detail to it. This one is a teen's room. Very boho inspired. They have some posters on the wall. You can really tell that they're into art. They have a wardrobe situation over here, and then a desk setup over here, and a guitar in the corner. Lots and lots of clutter. and a mess on the floor as well, which I always really like for these teens rooms. And then the teenager shares this bathroom with the grandparents. So they have a nice double sink, which is actually nice. And then a shower tub combo. But yeah, that is basically it for this apartment. So this Generations apartment is up on the gallery as a room, which sadly is how it works for apartments, but it goes right into 930 Medina Studios. So if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. The apartment is pretty expensive. It comes in at just under 107,000 simoleons. Oh my goodness, it's expensive. But yeah, that is just what it is for this one. But that is gonna do it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download this apartment off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmary Sims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.